Check this.
Welcome, my name is Bloodbath, and today we're going to be checking out my crib out in the plains. But really, we're actually going to be doing a quick decorating tutorial, some tips and tricks at the request of some of my lovely subscribers. So sit back, relax. Obviously, this won't be everything in Valheim, just some of the things I've picked up. This is just a quick look of what this space looks like once I've got everything decorated, and then we'll go through each level, how I decorated it, some of the different things I've done, so you can adapt it to your own builds. First, I usually like to start with all of my crafting stations, so we'll go through the workbench, forge, all the other various stations, get all of their upgrades put up, and then I'll go through and start to do the actual decorating with the various pieces of furniture, food items, trophies, fireplaces, chimneys. One thing to note with the workstations is you do have to space everything out just right. Not everything wants to sit just perfectly side by side. It does take a little bit of time to figure out how you want to place things and make sure things aren't in the way. Next, we'll start by placing down our hearths, get our cooking stations up, our cooking pot, and beside every great fire, obviously this is our little kitchen, we're going to put together our little dining area. So the way I make a large dining area is I just put together some tables, put down a ton of item stands, put down your various foods, change it up a little bit so you've got your mugs, different types of food on the table itself, set some chairs down around it, and then put in some finishing touches like carpet. And even here with the item stands I do put down, I do end up going back and putting even more in. You know, after a nice long adventure, exploring, you know, trying to get ore, or just trying to survive the mosquitoes and feelings out there, you want to come back to something substantial. Some type of feast for you and your little Viking horde. Next up, we're just doing a quick chimney for our fires. Obviously, we don't want smoke going everywhere. We want to have it kind of isolated so we don't have any issues with suffocation. I usually tend to start with the sides and then work in the middle walls and build everything up to an area where the smoke's not going to get in our way. And of course, one of my favorite things to do once the chimneys are all set and done, these make a great place to put in some more item stands, add in some trophies, you know, present a lovely little wall of death. Next up is a neat little trick I picked up from someone on Reddit. We ended up using some half walls here, putting some beds in, and it creates the appearance of a couch. And of course, any decent home's going to have more than one couch when you're going for that luxurious look. So we ended up putting two on each side of the wall here, and then put in some finishing touches. I ended up using some of the chairs as basically little end tables, and then throwing some more item stands along with some items on top of those. At the end here, we ended up putting some benches to act like ottomans, and then a couple chairs in the corner just to give additional seating and a little bit of a stylish look to the living room area. And of course, we can't forget our lighting. You can obviously use whatever you want here, standing torches, the wall torches, even the braziers if you want. Just do remember, you have to keep in mind any kind of smoke they do generate. Make sure either you have enough room they can go up and not be an issue, or create some type of ventilation. Next up, besides our kitchen area, we're going to put in some kegs. And you know what? We might as well put it close to the living room for ease of access. And lastly, for this area, we're going to put in some furs and rugs. Obviously, you don't want to be walking on either cold stone or just bare wood floors all the time. Make things look nice and decorative, fashionable. Fill in some of those big empty spaces with a little bit of fur. And lastly, we're starting to put together our storage. I've put this right beside my dock, so anytime I come off the ship, I can easily access it. Now, the particular type of chest I'm using may not be ideal for you. I just happen to enjoy using these particular ones. They don't match up perfectly when I go to build a shelf just above here, so it does take a little bit of freehand to get it into place. But once it does, you can at least make a double row of chests, and of course you can make this even higher if you wanted to, if you needed that additional storage. And our next area is going to be the bedroom, so lots to do here. Obviously, we need to put in a fire so that you can rest at night and, you know, keep you nice, warm and toasty. Put the bed itself in, put in a little bit of more carpet. And of course, we can't leave the walls bare, so we're going to put in some item stands. Got to have some armaments close by if they're, you know, raid in the middle of the night, as well as some decorative touches. And since we don't have posters here in Valheim, we're going to put up some banners, add a little bit of color to this area, put in one of everything, so to speak. Gotta get that comfort score nice and high. And here's the completed bedroom. We've put in all our various weapons. We still have to add some chairs. And of course, if you happen to get hungry in the middle of the night, want that midnight snack, might as well put a table down, a couple of pieces of food, as well as some cutlery. Thank you guys so much for taking a look at this tips and tricks for decorating in Valheim. If you did enjoy the content, please either subscribe, like, or comment on the video. Let me know what I should build next or look into. Thank you once again. Have a wonderful day.